The open road, endless horizons, and breathtaking landscapes. There's nothing quite like the thrill of a great road trip. Imagine driving through towering alpine passes, along sun-kissed coastal highways, or past medieval castles that seem frozen in time. Europe is home to some of the most scenic routes in the world, each offering a perfect blend of adventure, culture, and jaw-dropping views. In this journey through the 10 best road trips in Europe, you'll discover routes that redefine travel itself. From the legendary Amalfi Coast to the wild beauty of Scotland's North Coast 500, every road is an experience waiting to unfold. Whether you crave winding mountain roads, serene countryside drives, or vibrant cityscapes, these trips have it all. So, pack your bags, start your engine, and get ready to explore the 10 best road trips in Europe, where every mile is an adventure and every stop tells a story. Number 10. Norway's Fjords Tour. Ever dreamed of driving alongside nature's most dramatic sculptures? Norway's fjords carve an otherworldly landscape where sheer cliffs plunge into mirror-like waters, creating an adventure that borders on the mystical. Pull over at Geirangi Fjord, where 7 thundering waterfalls cascade between emerald slopes, the perfect backdrop for adrenaline-pumping paragliding or kayaking beneath towering rock faces. Wind through hairpin turns on Trollstigen Mountain Road, where each curve reveals panoramas that steal your breath. In summer, hike to Pulpit Rock, jutting 1,982 feet above Lysefjord, or brave Fjordarbolten, a boulder wedged between a mountain crevasse where daredevils stand suspended over the abyss. Taste local reindeer steak or freshly caught salmon prepared with Arctic herbs. Cultural stops include stave churches, medieval wooden masterpieces that have weathered centuries of harsh Nordic elements. The Atlantic Ocean road's spectacular bridges hop between islands like a stone skipping across water. Drive it during autumn's golden light or summer's midnight sun, but winter visitors witness the northern lights dancing above the fjords, nature's own light show illuminating snow-dusted peaks. This isn't just a road trip, it's nature's ultimate showcase, where every mile delivers postcard-perfect moments. Number 9. Transfăgărășan Highway. Carved into the very heart of the Carpathian Mountains, Romania's Transfăgărășan Highway isn't just a road, it's a serpentine masterpiece that dares you to conquer its twists. What drives people to travel thousands of miles for asphalt? The answer unfolds with each of the 90-plus hairpin turns that climb to Balea Lake, where clouds seem close enough to touch, at 6,700 feet above sea level. Adrenaline junkies, grip your steering wheels. This 56-mile stretch demands nerves of steel, especially when navigating the northern slope's dramatic switchbacks. Stop at Riviera Dam, where bungee jumping sends thrill-seekers plummeting toward emerald waters. Further along, hike through alpine meadows or rock climb the limestone ridges that frame your journey. Dracula's legend haunts these mountains. Visit Poenari Fortress, the real Vlad Tepes stronghold, by climbing 1,480 concrete stairs to crumbling walls with blood-curdling histories. Refuel with polenta with cheese and cabbage rolls at roadside chalets. Summer brings wildflowers carpeting the highlands, while September offers golden light with fewer crowds. But remember, winter snows close this engineering marvel from October to June, making your summer conquest even more precious. This isn't driving, it's transcendence on tarmac. Number 8. Coastal road trip in French Riviera. Is paradise paved? The French Riviera's coastal road suggests it might be. A sun-drenched ribbon of asphalt linking glamorous resorts and hidden coves where Mediterranean blues fade into sky without visible seams. This legendary stretch from Marseille to Menton delivers the quintessential blend of natural splendor and human indulgence, where each curve reveals another vista worthy of the master painters who flocked here seeking that famous light. Dive from limestone cliffs into crystal waters at Calanques National Park, or try your hand at sailing, following wind patterns that have guided vessels since Phoenician times. For adrenaline seekers, canyoning through the gorges, the loop offers rappelling down waterfalls into pristine pools surrounded by vertical limestone walls. Wander medieval villages like Aires, perched like eagle nests above the coastline, where narrow cobblestone streets wind between stone buildings housing artisan perfumeries, the region's signature craft. Sample chickpea flatbread at Nice's markets, or feast on bouillabaisse in Marseille's old port where fishermen still auction their daily catch. Spring brings wildflowers cascading down coastal slopes without summer's notorious crowds. September offers warm waters perfect for impromptu swims while locals reclaim their beaches. Drive with windows down to catch the scent of lavender, pine, and salt air, the authentic perfume of Provence that no bottle has ever quite captured. Number 7. Dalmatian Coast Road Trip. Sapphire waters stretching to infinity on one side, ancient stone villages climbing sun-baked hills on the other. Has any coastline ever flirted so beautifully with travelers as Croatia's Dalmatian seaboard? This 230-mile Mediterranean masterpiece delivers the plot twist road trippers crave, a journey where the route itself outshines even the destinations. Plunge from cliff-top roads into crystal waters at secluded coves near Makarska, or zip line across the Cetina River Canyon where limestone walls drop dramatically into turquoise depths. For the truly adventurous, deep water solo climbing above the Adriatic offers the ultimate adrenaline rush, scaling seaside cliffs with only water below to catch your falls. Feast on black risotto colored with cuttlefish ink and fresh oysters from Stone's medieval walls, the longest defensive structure in Europe after the Great Wall. In Split, wander Emperor Diocletian's 1,700-year-old palace, now an atmospheric maze where boutiques and cafes occupy ancient Roman guard quarters. Drive during May or September when the summer crowds thin, but waters remain warm enough for impromptu swims. The island hopping potential is unmatched. Ferry your vehicle to Hvar, Bruch, or Coachella, where vineyards produce wine from grapes grown in soil so rocky it seems impossible anything could flourish here. Number 6, Great Dolomites Road. Who said heaven couldn't be reached by car? The Great Dolomites Road cuts through northern Italy's jagged limestone giants, a UNESCO World Heritage marvel where nature flexed its creative muscles. At sunset, these razor-sharp peaks blush rose red during the alpenglow phenomenon that locals call Enrosadira, creating a spectacle that has stopped motorists in their tracks since 1909, when this engineering feat first opened. Challenge yourself on the Selle Ronda, a circular route where adrenaline seekers ski in winter and mountain bike in summer through 4 mountain passes. Brave souls can paraglide from Sas Porthois' 7,345-foot plateau, sailing above valleys that unfold like living topographic maps below. In Alta Badia, taste Tyrolean cuisine. Canederli dumplings and apple strudel reflect the region's fascinating blend of Italian and Austrian heritage. Visit traditional Ladine villages, where ancient traditions survive in wooden chalets with flower-draped balconies. Summer brings hiking trails bursting with edelweiss and alpine roses, while fall paints larch forests gold against snow-dusted summits. Winter transforms this realm into Europe's most spectacular ski safari. Navigate the twisting Porthoe and Falzarego passes, where motorcyclists lean into curves carved by glacier that retreated eons ago, leaving behind nature's perfect playground. Number 5. Ireland's Wild Atlantic Way. Can a road hug the edge of an entire continent? Ireland's Wild Atlantic Way does exactly that, stretching 1,600 miles along Europe's most defiant coastline, where Atlantic fury has sculpted a landscape of raw, breathtaking beauty. Feel your troubles dissolve into sea spray at the cliffs of Moher, where you'll stand 700 feet above crashing waves. The perfect spot for paragliding enthusiasts brave enough to ride thermals alongside nesting seabirds. Surf world-class breaks at Bundoran or Lahinch, where consistent swells draw wave hunters year-round. For a different perspective, coast-steering along the craggy shoreline combines swimming, rock climbing, and cliff jumping into one heart-pounding adventure. Kayak through sea caves near Dingle Peninsula, where you might find yourself sharing waters with Fungi, the resident dolphin. Ancient stone forts on the Aran Islands perch precariously on cliff edges, telling tales of Celtic warriors who once defended these dramatic shores. Refuel with freshly caught seafood chowder and traditional Irish soda bread in colorful fishing villages. Spring brings wildflowers carpeting the limestone landscapes of the Burren, while autumn offers stormy drama without summer crowds. Even in rain, and there will be rain, this meandering coastal odyssey reveals why the Irish consider a good soaking just soft weather worth experiencing rather than avoiding. Number 4. Germany's Romantic Road. What power does a road hold when it strings together medieval villages like pearls on a necklace? Germany's Romantic Road weaves 220 miles of fairytale landscapes from Würzburg to Füssen, where half-timbered houses and cobblestone streets transport you to stories your childhood self would recognize. Pulling your car beneath the stone archways of Rotenburg ob der Tauber feels like driving through pages of a Grimm's fairy tale. Except the gingerbread is real and sold in centuries-old bakeries. Hike the dramatic gorges of Torbental Valley or mountain bike through the alpine foothills near Schwangau. For vertical thrills, rock climb the limestone cliffs outside Nordlingen, a perfectly preserved walled city built entirely within an ancient meteor crater. Paraglide over King Ludwig's fanciful Neuschwanstein Castle for a bird's-eye view few tourists experience. Sample hearty Franconian wines in Würzburg before diving into Bavarian classics like pork knuckle and cheese noodles that fuel your adventures. Each town along this route preserves centuries of craftsmanship in museums dedicated to everything from medieval crime to Christmas ornaments. Summer brings outdoor festivals and beer gardens alive with music, while December transforms these villages into Christmas markets glowing with handmade ornaments and mulled wine. Spring reveals apple blossoms framing castle silhouettes against newly green hills. Number 3. The Scottish North Coast 500. Seeking Scotland's soul. The North Coast 500 delivers it raw and undiluted. A 516-mile odyssey circling the northernmost reaches of the Scottish Highlands, where single-track roads hug cliff edges and dip through valleys that haven't changed since the clans ruled these misty realms. What makes drivers brave temperamental weather and challenging roads? Perhaps it's the promise of standing alone on beaches where the sand shines whiter than the Caribbean, against water so blue it seems artificially enhanced. Conquer the heart-stopping Bealach Naba Pass to Applecross, with its hairpin turns climbing 2,000 feet in just 5 miles, making it Britain's steepest road and a magnet for thrill-seeking motorcyclists. Kayak through sea caves along Caithness, or coasteer along rugged headlands where Atlantic waves have sculpted natural arches perfect for daring jumps. Highland distilleries dot the route, offering liquid courage in the form of peaty single malts, after you've tackled mountain bike trails through ancient Caledonian pine forests. Castle ruins stand sentinel over landscapes where Scottish history was written in blood and bravery. Feast on fresh-caught langoustine and smoked haddock soup in harbour villages where fishing boats still bring the daily catch. Summer brings endless twilight perfect for midnight hikes, while autumn paints the moorlands in purples and golds beneath dramatic skies that change hourly. Number 2. Amalfi Coast Road Trip. Does heaven have an address? Italy's Amalfi Coast Road might be it. 36 miles of Mediterranean perfection, where a narrow ribbon of asphalt clings impossibly to cliffs between sky and sea. Each hairpin turn reveals another postcard view that no filter could improve. Pastel villages cascading down steep slopes, lemon groves terraced above turquoise waters, and yachts dotting bays, so blue they hurt your eyes. This isn't driving, it's a masterclass in patience and wonder. Challenge yourself hiking the Path of the Gods, trail high above the coastline, where panoramas stretch from Capri to Positano. Dive from limestone cliffs into crystal waters at hidden coves near Praiano, or kayak through natural stone arches that frame perfect slices of Italian coastline. For vertical thrills, the Via Ferrata routes in the nearby Lothari Mountains offer climbing adventures, with safety cables and breathtaking views. Indulge in seafood spaghetti, with clams, just hours from the sea, and sip limoncello made from lemons grown on the very slopes you're admiring. Stop in Ravello, where centuries-old villas host summer concerts on stages that seem suspended between mountains and sky. Spring brings wildflowers cascading down cliffs without summer's notorious traffic. September offers still warm waters with golden light perfect for photographers. Just remember, this road demands full attention, but rewards it with memories no digital image could ever fully capture. Number 1 Ring Road in Iceland. Can a country's essence be distilled into a single route? Iceland's Ring Road circles the entire island in 828 miles of pure drama. Where else can you witness volcanoes, glacier, geysers, and black sand beaches in a single day's drive? This highway doesn't just take you around Iceland. It delivers you to the front row of Earth's greatest geological theater, where the planet's crust visibly tears apart before your eyes. Pull over at Skógafoss waterfall to climb alongside the thundering cascade, or strap on crampons for guided glacier walks across ancient blue ice at Vatnajökull. Kayak between floating icebergs in the surreal Jökulsárlón Lagoon, where diamond-clear ice chunks wash ashore on black volcanic sand, a photographer's paradise aptly nicknamed Diamond Beach. Soak in natural hot springs like the lesser-known Mývatn nature baths, where geothermal waters rich in minerals ease road-weary muscles beneath the midnight sun, or dancing northern lights, depending on your season. Sample traditional fermented shark if you're brave, or stick to fresh-caught Arctic char with rye bread baked underground using geothermal heat. Summer brings 24-hour daylight, perfect for extended adventures, while September-March offers northern lights dancing above otherworldly landscapes. Whatever season you choose, this isn't just sightseeing. It's witnessing our planet's raw creative power in constant motion. We do hope you enjoyed our journey to the 10 best road trips in Europe. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok and Threads. Visit www.scenichunter.com for more details. Don't forget to subscribe to the Scenic Hunter for another exciting adventurous journey. Until then, it's goodbye from us.